What's up, YouTube? Hyena 6 with another episode for you. We are gearing up for our last SGC submission for 2024. So we're going to put one out before the holiday hits, and then we're going to take a break on submissions until 2025. We'll still post some videos of opening packages and stuff. We got a lot of cards we'd like to open for you, our few fans that follow us. I think we're at 68 subscribers now, pushing our way to 1,000. So this submission is going to be kind of a larger one than we usually send. It'll be kind of a hodgepodge of things. First thing I wanted to go over is we're going to do some crack outs. So we're going to crack out some slabs. I have some that I'm doing for me, some that I'm doing for a old high school friend in Texas, and some I'm doing for our Florida man customer. We'll start calling him Florida man. So he's probably our longest customer that we've been doing a lot of business with. So he's submitting some cards in this submission, and also he wanted some stuff cracked out. So let's go over what we're gonna crack out. First thing we'll go over is Florida man's submission. He's going to crack out this Beckett 8.5 of Carmelo Anthony. Now with this one, he just thinks that he got treated poorly by the graders on this slab. So he's a pure collector, and he wants it cracked out and put in an SGC. So we're going to happily do that for him. Next one we're going to crack out. Now this is a 9.5. It's a 9.5 Beckett, but there's some damage on the case. So he knows that kind of diminishes the value of the Hall of Famer here, Joe Mauer. Awesome card, great looking card. And we're just gonna go ahead and finish the job that got started with the damage, and we're gonna put that in an SGC slab for him. Similar story with this Tom Brady rookie as he's got a damaged slab. And he'd rather see this in a nice tux. So taking it from a PSA 10 that's damaged, so it's not gonna have that value. And we're gonna get it over into a SGC tux. And the last one here is a Kelsey rookie. He's got it in an SGC slab, but he feels that there was a fingerprint that he wasn't responsible for that got put in there. So we're gonna crack it out. We're gonna take care of that fingerprint with a microfiber cloth, get that off, and then we're gonna resubmit it for him and see what we can do. Next couple slabs here is an old high school friend that lives out in Texas. He deals a lot in vintage cards. I've been trying to convince him that SGC is the way to go with vintage. He got a couple of grades that he wasn't particularly happy with in these two cards here. Jackie Jensen and a Warren Span card. Thought they could have done a lot better. I kind of agreed with him. So he agreed to let me have a little kind of a test. So we're gonna crack out these PSAs, send them to SGC, which I feel is far superior in grading vintage cards, and then we'll see what they come back as compared to this, and see if I can win them over to SGC. Finally, it's going to be slabs for me. First one is this SGC 10 of the Optic Ronald Acuna, Ronnie, rated rookie. For me, Acuna is the player that I'm collecting to hold. I believe he's the true generational talent. He doesn't have any more MCLs, I don't think, to rip. So I think he's going to be the true generational talent. When every healthy year, he's won the MVP. So, but he's got Ohtani in the National League. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to see if we can take this CGC 10 and make it an SGC 10. This nice Optic rated rookie. The next three are a couple of slabs that I was able to pick up at a discount. I got them for less than actually probably they would be valued as a 9, but I think it's something that can go from a PSA 9 maybe to an SGC 10. First one's going to be the 2024 Topps Silver Ellie. This is a PSA 9. And I'm going to try to take it over to SGC 10. A little thin on the left, but I think it'll make it. Next one, 2018 Topps Heritage Ohtani rookie. This one looks pretty sharp, pretty well centered, maybe pulled a little high, but let's see if we can go from a PSA 9 to SGC 10 on this one. And then kind of an older card, we're gonna go for the gusto here with this 87 Donruss Maddox. Gonna try to, we can tell the centering's off, but maybe the centering won't be as big an issue as SGC, and we can bump that up to an SGC 9. So we're gonna get these cracked out, get them over in semi-rigids, and then we'll be back with Megatron calling her shots on the other cards that we're gonna throw into the submission. So we will be right back. Okay. And we're back. So now we're gonna do the portion where Megatron gets to make her assessments of the cards we're sending out. Again, this is gonna be this is our largest one in a long time. And it's gonna be our last grading episode of the year. So we'll go out hopefully with a good bang, not a bad bang. All right, so first one we're gonna go over is the Jaden Daniels 2024 Optic Preview Donruss. We pulled this one on the show. If you guys were watching, you got to see us pull this. So fans of the show, here it goes. This is I think this is probably gonna be the first card that we pulled live, and then we're sending off to get graded.
Awesome.
It's gonna be like the first one ever. Hyena 6 history being made. All right, what'd you give this card?
I said 9 or better.
9 or better. And what are you concerned about?
Left upper edge has a slight little ridge, which means it kind of looked like it was pinched or, you know, something minor, but it's still something that caught my eye.
Some people have been talking about this roller, because did you see it on the back over here?
I may have.
Some people are talking that you can kind of see it. They're just talking about it's weird, like a roll, that they can't understand why it's like that on some cards. But
well, and these have like a thicker, you know, front too. So I'm sure it's not like cutting paper or cardboard.
Right. And then on the back, what were your concerns?
Let's see. I didn't write anything on the back. I just had multiple things on the front.
All right. And then
there's an indent on the light blue edge at bottom. So somewhere on the bottom, on the front.
On the front. Yes. Oh, still on the front. Oh, down here.
Oh, actually, I think it's all back. Sorry. Okay. Everything I saw was on the back.
Okay, so down towards this blue down here.
That there was like a little tiny ridge. If I remember, it's almost like there was like a little hair, and it got covered. Gotcha. That's the only way I can explain it.
Okay, but total just a 9.5 on this?
9 or better.
9 or better. Yep. Okay. So now we're going to another optic card, the My House Luka card. We're dabbling more into basketball. I think we've gotten a little bit braver with basketball purchases. So this is one we think can do well. And what'd you give this card?
I said 9.
9?
Yeah.
Major things you're worried about?
Silver border's low, right? So I think just it's being low.
You think it's pulled low?
Yeah.
Okay. On the front, anything on the back, major concern?
I don't have anything written.
Okay. So then you said what, 9.59?
It says slightly OC left, and then the right silver border low issue.
Oh, I can see it pulled to the left a little bit. And then...
But I think 9 or better. I can't see this getting lower than a 9.5.
Okay.
For what I have written.
Gotcha.
It's been a while since I've looked at these, so I'm trying to...
Now we're doing one of the All Aces, 2024, I believe, right? All Aces?
Yes.
2024. Topps All Aces.
2023.
2023 Topps All Aces. Nolan Ryan. Can't go wrong with a Nolan Ryan card, that's for sure. What'd you give this one?
I said 9+.
9+? Major concerns?
Just the back was slightly OC low, and the lower right edge was rough.
Down here?
Yeah, it's kind of like a rough little cut.
Yeah, because you can see it's because they're like trying to be playing cards, so it's rounded.
Right. And some of them aren't as rounded as others, and some of them have like a ridge in the cut.
Right.
Like when it was cut, it just, I don't know, there's like a weird ridge.
So 9+?
Yep.
All right.
And again, who knows? This is the first time we're sending these, so I don't know.
Another one that you're going to have seen us pull live is this Drake May, the rookies. Donruss. Little refractor here. I don't know what they call this refractor. But anyway, it's the rookies. It's Drake May, Donruss. What did you give this one?
I said 9.
9?
Yep.
Concerns?
Just a handful of little things.
Okay.
Very, very minor things. But 9 or better. I would suspect a 9.5.
Okay. And then we're going with the Topps Chrome, 2024, I believe, rookie card, Jason to Esses Dominguez in the, I think this is the 89 redo.
89, yep, redo.
Silver refractor. What'd you give this one?
I said 9.
9? Were you worried about it?
Let's see, the front is slightly OC low, OC high, left, I'm sorry, left.
Yeah, it is low, you're right.
And then OC high. So I think
on
it's
the back?
high, no, front is high, you can see it.
No,
or, I'm sorry, it's low.
Yeah,
it's low.
Low. I see the low for sure. Okay. And you gave this a what?
I said 9. There's stuff on the back too, but
yeah, but it's the low. I think is going to get it.
It's miswritten on our paper, so I'm just going to write a note.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to Jaden Reed here, Blue Scope Optic rated rookie. And what'd you give this one?
I give that one a 9+.
A 9+, and what were your concerns on that?
Let's
see. Pulled
OC
high.
high.
Yeah.
Slightly OC right.
Yep.
And then on the back was slightly OC left. Or low, sorry.
Yeah. So you give us a 9?
Yes.
All right.
9 or better.
9 or better on that one. The LeBron, red, white, and blue prism. What'd you give this one?
I said 9.
A 9? What were your concerns on this one?
Slightly OC left.
Yeah, I see it.
Right lower edge has a small little speck on it. See, I'm so picky.
Yeah, okay.
The back was slightly OC right, and then it just had a couple dimples within the. I don't see them always taken off, or it must be a lot of dimples, but
I think if the dimples aren't like right on the picture or right in the way of the player, they extend some grace on that at SGC.
I can see that. I don't, like I said, I just see these little things, and I don't think they're always going to get hit, but I write them down.
And you said 9?
I said 9.
Okay.
Yes.
Now this one I'm looking to do good. This is a rookie card. Bobby Witt Jr. had a pretty darn good year this year. His red, white, and blue prism rookie card. What'd you put this at?
I said 9.
9. And what are your concerns?
I do believe the front is slightly OC left.
Yeah, it's pulled. I can see that.
There's a divot to the right of the word prism, or to the prism. Yeah, right of the prism. There's a little tiny. Okay,
oh, I found it. I just found it.
Yes,
Don't look SGC. Look at it this way. Don't look at it this way.
Don't hit it in the light.
Oh man, I found one.
And then the back was OC left.
Yeah, that correlates with the other way. Okay. So you said 9?
Yep.
All right. Well, maybe that one come back at 10. That'd be nicer. All right, let's go with the select Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Blue cracked ice here. What'd you give this one?
I said a 10.
Oh, shot call.
I did say that it was slightly OC right, so I don't believe it'll get dinged for it.
Yeah, that's really small if it's there, I think. All right. First 10 of the day. And now we're going with a Upper Deck Avengers Winter Soldier. This is more for our daughter. She really enjoys this character. She likes Bucky. Go ahead. Would you put this one?
I said a 9.
Okay. What you worried about?
It's mainly OC issues that I see on this one.
Yeah, it's pulled right. I can see that.
And the back is OC left.
Yeah,
so
pulled
it's
left.
Good on both sides.
Yeah.
And there's a slight corner bend as well.
Front or back?
It's on the back. It's a very tiny.
Where at? Which one?
Right lower corner.
Okay. A little bit. Yeah, you're right. A little ding down there. Okay. Now we're bringing in one of the show's favorite, Paul I Skins in My Pants. His draft card here. First overall pick. What'd you put this one at?
I said 9.
A 9.
Yeah, which again, 9 or better. Most of these are 9 or better. There's a few tiny divots on the front. Again, that looks like it's in the making. It's not like damaged.
Okay, these little divots, I think these are from the penny sleeve. So those
that's the penny sleeve. Yeah. Again, they're hard to find. You know, they're not that easy. But on the back, there are a couple horizontal print lines.
Okay.
And lower right corner is kind of like separated, or
it's got some issues down there.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think it's in the cut too, right?
Yeah, probably.
So,
the way the machine cuts it, snags it or something.
I don't think it's been damaged where it's hit. I just feel like in the cut, it just kind of loosens that corner.
NL Rookie of the Year, Paul, I skeensed in my pants, and you said 9 or better? Okay. Now we're getting into a couple of collectible ones. These will be a couple for our son. He's a big fan of Cage the Elephant. I actually went to a concert before he left, and man, I actually kind of like Cage the Elephant. I thought they were really good. And then again, Megatron's gonna ding the heck out of the card, but it's just, it's a collectible for our kid. So go ahead, do your worst, do your damage.
I said 6 or better on I would be surprised if it gets a 9 or
okay, so
like
it's just banged up. Let's move on.
Yes, it's a keeper.
Next one, a personal one for our son, one of his favorite Transformer characters, Soundwave. That's a bad Soundwave impersonation. I'll have to work on that. So it's a Soundwave releasing Laserbeak, and it's not in the greatest shape, but what'd you put it at?
I said a 6 as well.
Oh, right, we'll leave it at 6. We're not going to list all of those.
Next.
Now we're getting into some cards that our customer, Florida Man, we should call him Florida Man because that's funny. Florida Man, as these next 5 cards he's purchased from our eBay seller side. He wants to get them graded regardless. He's just a fan of these players. So first thing is we're coming out with, I think this is the 1990 Topps?
Yep.
1990 Topps Curt Schilling card, and what'd you get?
I said 7, 5 or better.
Okay, where majorly do you think it's going?
This one, let's see. Okay, so the corners have dots on them. 2 of them on the front.
Okay.
There's kind of like an indentation left of the name. So left of his actual name.
Oh yeah.
And then on the back, again, there's some corner issues on the high and lower corner. They looked a little bent to me, just little.
Yeah.
It's just the very top edge, so it's not like a deep bend.
Okay.
And just slightly OC on the front and back.
Okay, but you're looking at 7.5, you said?
Yep, 7.5.
7.5, older card.
Fingers crossed, they hit these things hard, so.
Next, for Florida Man, Curt Schilling. This is a 1989 Donruss?
Yes.
Yeah, 89 Donruss. Your major, what'd you give it first of all?
I said 7.5 as well, plus.
Major concerns.
7.5 or better. Again, it's the corners, right? Most of these older cards are always going to have corner issues. So there's white dots.
Okay.
There is a scratch on the left edge area.
On the front?
Yes. Slightly OC.
Okay.
And again, on these older cards, I don't know if they hit them harder when they're slightly OC or they have the same give to them. I don't know.
Junk wax era, I think they're a little bit harsher because of so many. I think when you get into vintage, they give you a little bit more of a break.
And right side has white spots on the card.
Front?
Yeah, I saw a couple white spots.
Okay.
I think there's one right. You see by his ear, the right side.
Oh, okay,
Level.
His evil ear.
His evil ear.
Evil Curt Schilling.
And on the back, it's OC right.
Evil Curt Schilling, not evil Curt Schilling. So 7.5 on this one as well, right? Okay. Next one is an older card, 91, Carlos Delgado, classic best. He likes, Florida Man likes the old school players. What'd you give this Carlos Delgado?
I said 8 or better.
Yeah, it's a pretty good score for an old card. What are your major concerns?
I showed that the lower and right edge are rough, which means that's a cut thing. So I feel like sometimes the blade is not as sharp, so it kind of leaves more furries.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like this era card was just that big elementary school.
I do too. I don't
paper
know.
Cutter.
I'm sure it
guillotine paper cutter.
But it is a little furry in those areas. And
the back's pulled low.
Well, the lower right corner is also bent on the front. You can see it, and then the back, is OC low. I think that one's definitely gonna get hit for just
that one you can't hide.
Right.
But an 8 overall.
8 or better.
Okay.
I mean, look at that. I'm pretty sure it's going to lose already a whole point for the back OC. So it could be a 9 right there, and then maybe lower, maybe 7.5 plus.
Well, you said 8. You have to stick with 8.
I know. Okay, 8 plus.
Next, we're going with, I think this is the 82 Pena.
Yes.
1982 Tony Pena. Now Tony Pena was cool. This guy could almost lay down if there was no no runners on base. This guy would sit. He'd do the splits. He'd hang out. It's kind of like modern day catchers now are taking a knee and being a little bit more relaxed and popping a different, but Tony Pena used to do that on the regular. So classic player here, 82, I think this is a Fleer?
Yes.
Okay, 82 Fleer, what'd you give it?
I said 5 or better.
5 or well, this would be closer to vintage. Closer, okay. So 5.
82, yeah.
Now, if you had to say like one thing about the front and one thing about the back, that's just
well, it's definitely OC in 2 directions.
Yeah, it's pulled this way.
Yeah.
It's pulled upper right.
So already that would be an 8.
Uh-huh.
Upper left and right corners are soft. So I believe there was, so that along corners on top of it. The left edge is rough. Don't know how they're going to hit that.
Okay. Now, like these older cards, unless you kept them in a humidor, it's almost impossible to have sharp corners.
Exactly.
And what about on the back?
If you look in the corners, it's definitely whitened. If you see, I don't know if can you see it through that light, but the edges, there's some white corners where it's like fading. You know, it's hard to tell if is it fading or whatnot. So that could also get hit. And there's also left and right upper corner issues.
Definitely an older card.
It is.
And you said 5.
I did.
All right. And the last one that well, Florida Man sent us some more cards, of course, and we talked about his crackouts earlier, but this is the last of the one that he picked from our seller's site. And it's going to be an upper deck. I believe it was a 92 upper deck. This is the Martinez bros, Ramon and Pedro. Pedro, we know, went on to be a great pitcher. And where are we giving this card?
I said a 9 or better.
9 or better? Nice.
Yeah. Very minor things for the most part, but left upper edge is rough. Slightly OC high, and there's small divots in the making of the card, so it's not damage.
Gotcha.
The back, slightly OC left, and the left upper corner, there's a slight little crease.
Okay.
Like a tiny.
Gotcha.
So.
And then what do you give it overall?
I said a 9.
9. That would be a good grade. It'd be a good grade. A 9 on this card would be great.
I mean, I'm hoping I'm not, because I've been, as we learn, I'm hoping I'm not getting too soft on some of these.
So then we've got 4 cards that Florida Man sent us from his PC to get put into a slab. So I'm going to go with that. I think it's cool that maybe he might have been watching our videos and he saw the Macho Man card. And he wants the Tito Santana auto slabbed up here. What'd you give this one?
I said 8 or better.
8 or better. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you were pointing out, I think you said this. Oh yeah, the sticker you can see is a little cattywampus.
Yes, it's not straight.
It's in that square, but it is not straight.
Correct.
Gotcha. I can see it.
And then I did notice that there was a light scratch above the signature in Tito. It's on the sticker. So I don't know how that gets graded.
Maybe Tito had one too many Tito tequilas before he signed.
So, and if that gets, I don't know where that would, hinder the card. You know, if that even does. I don't know.
Anything on the back?
Low right edge, and corner seems.
Oh yeah, you can damage. See it. There's some dingage there.
Like it got rubbed.
Yeah,
that doesn't look like in the cut.
That looks like a drop, maybe. It is cool to see these old wrestlers. Brings back some Saturday morning wrestling memories. All right, and you said what again overall?
I said 8 or better.
8 plus. All right. Now he's dived into the old sci-fi. We got the 1979 Alien movie card here, Hunting the Beast with Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver. What'd you give this one?
I said a 6.5.
6.5, okay.
Yeah, but the voice crackle, did you hear that?
No.
A little bit?
I didn't, but no. But thanks for the thanks for the sound effect.
I love making sound effects.
Now, not a lot to talk about the back, but it's the front. We can see it's pulled high, maybe to the left. What do you think?
Yeah,
not too bad.
If it is a little high, I didn't think it was terrible on the centering.
Yeah,
but all the corners on the front, you can see where it's kind of worn and brown.
Okay.
So instead of white, when you have the white corners or white dots, I see brown dots on these.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, all corners are brown, and there's a couple or a a board scratch. So there is trauma to the cardboard.
To the card.
So there's a light scratch.
Okay.
On the left side of the board, and the back left side, there were some bumps on there on the left side, and it was OC low because you see how that gray. We thought because of the other ones that we sent.
Yeah, that
Star
had
Wars,
puzzles in the back.
They were looking at centering on the back as well.
Okay.
So it's not centered.
So what'd you say on this one again?
I said 6.5 or better.
6.5 or better. All right. Hello there. That's a better Obi-Wan impersonation, right? That one's pretty good.
Sure.
Let's do it again.
I love it.
Hello there.
Oh, goodness.
All right, 77 Star Wars. What are we looking at here on this one?
I said a 5 or better.
5 or better? That's harsh. This looks pretty good.
Now look at all the corners. I believe, yeah. The upper left corner is soft. Lower left corner is also soft. It's OC high and OC left.
Okay.
So a lot of OC issues.
Oh, look at that. Tusken Raider. Perfect. That's good right there. That's got to be worth something. Good.
Oh, and I also see a lower right corner has a brown dot, and left lower corner is also soft. So all the corners on this one, I think, are going to get dinged. Yep,
that's what paper cards.
Yeah.
The corners are tough. Like unless you can keep it in a humidor. So you put it at what again?
I said a 5 or better.
5 or better.
Yeah, and because we did send in.
Yeah, the other Star Wars
cards
ones. Yeah.
Previously.
You've got some. You got a feel for it now.
Yeah, and we definitely went through your cousin's stack to find those are the best ones. Yeah. Most of them have corner issues. I mean, they're old.
Okay. All right, I think we're going. This is another 7. Is this a 77 as well?
Let me make sure I'm on the right one here.
Yeah, 77 Star Wars.
Yeah.
This is the victors receive the rewards. Yeah, they received the rewards except for Chewbacca. Chewbacca didn't get a medal. But you know what? They CGI'd a medal and on the. It's like giant dogs don't get medals. Okay, what'd you give this one?
I said 4 or a better.
Okay.
And it is corner issues for the most part.
Yeah, you can see the corners are fairly old. But I think this is like a PC card, so it's more about just putting it in a slab. Yep. It's a memory. So.
Yeah, and all corners were soft. The back was OC high and left, and there was a slight ripple on the left upper corner.
Yeah, I remember that.
So this one, again, it's, if you actually loved the card.
Yeah.
And we didn't have these cool, as kids, all these covers and penny sleeves. And
you just didn't care for them as a kid as you do now. Or back when we were kids.
Yeah, well, we didn't know how to maintain them.
Yeah, we weren't thinking that they were going to be worth a ton of money. All right, now we're going to get into our 4 crackouts. So these crackouts, we looked for deals on these cards, and something we think that maybe, well, mostly me, I thought they could go up, and then Megatron looks at him and says, no, you're stupid.
Don't say that.
Well, with your grades, you say that.
I do not.
Well, you'll see as we go over these last 4 when I get told I'm stupid. All right. So this is the this is a 2018 Top Heritage Shohei Ohtani, MVP again of the year. Won his first World Series with the stupid Dodgers. Rookie card. Now this found a good deal on a PSA 9. Got a good deal on it. And I thought it could go up to maybe an SGC 10, but Megatron says...
I said the same grade, a 9 or better.
See? So she said you're stupid. And then what's the major problems on it?
Well, it is slightly OC high and right, so that right there could lose the whole point.
Okay.
Or a half a point, sorry.
That's the front.
And the lower border, there's that, do you see that little dot down there?
Yeah.
That discoloration. Again, don't know if that's natural or if something dropped on it. Don't know. The back is slightly OC high. That's
all right.
For the back.
So you're saying 9 plus.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it can be a 10. But you're just saying I'm stupid.
Well, I can, as long as they don't hit the OC stuff.
Next card. Yeah, I thought it had a chance to go from a PSA 9 to an SGC 10, and then Megatron says...
9.5.
She says you're stupid again. All right. And your concerns here?
Let's see. OC. I said a slightly OC left on the front.
Mm-hmm.
On the back, I had a lower right corner white. You can see it really well there.
Yeah. And then it's also pulled a little high into the left, isn't it?
I just put OC left. See, in this card has that look where it looks high because of the name, the way the name dips. So when I look at it, I look at the red top border and the lowest part on that dip of the name.
Oh, see, that's smart. Then it doesn't look as bad. You're right. Okay.
And if I've looked at other ones, and that's, to me, that's how you center it.
Okay, gotcha. So you're saying 9.5.
I say a 9.5.
9.5
or better.
Or better.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's got a chance. All right. This one found a good deal with a SGC 10. This was a SGC 10. We keep Ronnie's. So looking to basically hopefully move this into an SGC slab at a 10, but Megatron says says CGC was wrong. And go ahead. Tell them why.
Well, I wouldn't say it's wrong.
Well, what'd you give it?
But I said 9.5 plus.
Okay.
It could still get a 10.
CGC is wrong. Okay, where did CGC miss?
Well, it just depends on what SGC hits, but it's slightly OC low on the front.
Okay.
On the back, it's OC right.
Okay.
I feel like that is an OC right, so it could lose a half a point for that if they choose to do.
You're saying 9.5.
Yep, or better.
Okay. And then our last one, we cracked out, found a good deal on a Greg Maddux. It's an 87 Donruss rated rookie. We found a good deal on a PSA 8, trying to bump it up to an SGC 9. Megatron says wrong again, and tell me why I've screwed this one up as well.
I said a 7.5 or better.
Mm-hmm.
And on the front, the left upper and lower corner has white. So it's white dots.
Yeah, you know, it's the black border cards. We've always talked about dark border cards are problematic.
And the right upper corner has a white dot too.
Okay.
So I think it was three corners have whites, and then OC high.
In the back? You said the back was good, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see it as OC high. I know that, so I'm just hoping to get to a 9. Okay.
Hope so.
And then back you thought was pretty good. Huh?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that is going to do it for our submission. This is, if you're watching this order is on its way back from SGC, so we'll have a good episode of revealing these cards. Remember, if we can help you buff out your PC, check us out, eBay, Hyena 6, all one word, lowercase. Follow us on the gram, Hyena_6. Be sure you comment down below. Comment down below, what do you think? Do you think I was wrong on assuming that all these grades could improve? And is Megatron right? Is she gonna pop my bubble? And will we see in the next video that my bubble is popped and everyone can laugh at my stupidity? Comment down below. Be sure you subscribe, hit that little ringy bell thing so you know when we post an envelope. Share with a friend. That's all we got. God bless. Hyena 6 out.